Evening, how are we doing? OSP, the Obsessive Soap Perfectionist, lemon, peppermint and menthol. Tonight, still being nice and toasty in Scotland, as you can see. It's a hard poke. Unfortunately, some vendors still have stocks of these soaps, but they're no longer being made. James, who used to make them, went fishing back in March and enjoying life instead of making shaving soaps. Brush is a Semogue handle with a 24mm Tuxedo knot in it. The best thing I ever did to a Semogue was take the knot out and re-knot it. And I've got that just sitting in some warm water. The razor, Pills 101, a 2-piece non-adjustable razor, which you hold the cap, spin the handle and the cap screws off. And there's the base plate and the top cap. You can see where the blade goes, which is a Personna Med Prep on its first use. Easy to load. You literally just drop the blade onto the tabs on the razor, like so. Top cap just drops on. There's no overhang, so you just literally hold the top cap and screw the handle. There we go. Tabs fully enclosed. Not an aggressive razor. Very, very efficient. So, Gareth Jones, stuff's in the mail. He knows that because I've spoken on Facebook. Stuff's in the mail with him, and he's been good enough to send me up some samples of soap. So you'll be seeing those in future videos as and when they arrive. So as you can see, it's a hard soap with a damp brush. All I'm doing is just gathering the soap into the tips. I saw a post on one of the forums last night from a lad saying he couldn't get a lather, and about 3 or 4 of us, I wasn't the first one to say it, all basically said, well, your brush is probably okay, your soap's not the best. However, the old immortal line of lather it like you hate it. There's no point skimping on this stuff, it's cheap. Unless you're importing it from the States, as we've discussed in the past, to the UK. But it's cheap, it's the cheapest quantity you've got, and it's the only protection you've got between a sharp piece of steel and your skin. I would say the only soap you don't have to load heavy, there's probably 2. Martin Decandra and CK6. If you load CK6 heavy, you'll still be lathering it in 10 minutes time, as Johan demonstrated last week. So what we're doing here is basically painting water into the soap in a figure of 8. Now it's getting translucent in most places. Square the brush. This isn't a full-on menthol soap. The menthols, you can smell it. You know it's there. It's nice. On a day like today, it's what, 22, 23 degrees Celsius. No doubt it'll soon be 22 or 23 degrees Fahrenheit in a few months' time. I could probably put a load more water in that and crack on, but I'm happy enough with that lather. So you can feel the menthol. The strange thing with the pills is, as you saw when you put the blade in, it just lies perfectly flat. So I have to create the, most blades are curved when the top cap goes on. This isn't, it's a flat blade. So you have to hold the razor at a little bit sharper angle to get the blade to cut. And as you can see, for a mild razor, which it is, in all essence, it's knocked that stubble down without blinking an eye. Yes, there's no knurling on the handle. This is the brushed stainless steel version. As you can see, there's absolutely zero knurling whatsoever. It's not slippy. Bit of menthol there. Possibly the only drawback with this razor is getting under the nose because of the size of the head. It's the same weight, I think it's 1 gram heavier than the Mercury Future. And the idea is you just let the weight of the head do the work. I've changed the camera setting tonight, so if you notice a difference, let me know in the comments. If you don't, you won't know what you're commenting on. That knot is from AP Shave Company. I didn't have one of their tuxedos. I had 3 of their other synthetic knots. So when that, I decided to re-knot the ball brush. I do quite like the shape of the handle. The only hard part was boring the handle out to accept the knot, because the Semogue knots are 22mm. Chin weepers again, my favourite area. There's not a lot left. So how's your week going? Mine's doing pretty good. Quite enjoyable so far. Managed to get a fair bit achieved so far this week, which is always nice. James Riley, if you're watching or you see this video, if you ever get bored of carp fishing, I don't think you will, you've got a fantastic soap base, mate, but you know that, I've told you that in the past. Scents aren't the most complicated, but they are good, they're at a nice level, they don't punch you in the face. As you can see, it's not got plenty of soap left. So, normal procedure, face wash and then back for the post shave. See you in a minute. Okay, so a quick rinse off with some cold water, cold Scottish water, Flash, if you're watching, hope you're all mate. Next on the agenda, Alcolado Glacial. This is a mentholated splash. No album, no witch hazel tonight. Nice kick of alcohol to it, which will hopefully stop the bleeding. Good amount of menthol as well. And I'm polishing that up with some Rock Face Moisturiser for men. All weather moisturiser. This thing won't die. Just you think it's empty and more cream comes from it. A few little weepers, but they'll soon sort themselves out. Okay, quick recap. Razor Pills 101 NE 2-piece non-adjustable razor, in which we've got, or had, well still is because I haven't cleaned it yet, a Personna Med Prep on its first use. The soap, OSP, lemon, peppermint and menthol. Really nice soap, nice level of menthol without getting into the cold territory. You can feel the peppermint and you can feel the menthol. Well made soap. As I said, unfortunately James stopped making soap early in the year. And the brush was a Tuxedo knot from AP Shave Company in a Semogue Excelsior handle. Brush drying, we'll do a quick one on that. I think I've done it before, but anybody's new watching, how do you dry your brush? This is how I do mine. Hold a towel up, shove your brush in it. It looks like you're doing something disgusting under a towel. And we'll leave that comment there. And I polish off with Alcolado Glacial and Rock Face Moisturiser, as you've seen, with cold water. That's it folks. Video 118 done. Thanks for watching. Any comments, leave them below. And bye for now.